Blackwater Creek drifted past the town like a sleeping thing, slow and dark, reflecting nothing but ash-grey sky. At its bend stood an old brick kiln, its chimney crooked, its fire still breathing after decades. People said it never truly went cold. In June of 1994, Ethan Hale, a young journalist from the city, arrived to interview Margaret Crowe, a reclusive ceramic artist whose work had recently gained sudden fame. Her pottery was praised as haunting, alive. Buyers swore the clay felt warm long after firing. Margaret's house stood behind iron gates, all the doors locked from the inside. She greeted Ethan with a thin smile and eyes that never quite blinked. "Some rooms are private," she said, leading him past a narrow hallway. At the end stood a door reinforced with iron bars. From behind it came the faint sound of breathing. Ethan paused. "Is someone in there?" Margaret's voice sharpened. "No." That night, unable to sleep, Ethan wandered the grounds. Near the sealed kiln behind the house, he saw a figure, a small girl in a soot-stained dress. Her feet never touched the ground. She pointed at the kiln, then at the creek beyond, and vanished. The next morning, Ethan found a crumpled note hidden inside a teacup in his room. "She locked me away. The fire knows my name." He confronted Margaret. Her hands trembled as she poured clay slip into a mold, the liquid streaked with something darker than earth. 15 years earlier, Margaret had been a mother. Her daughter, Lillian, was born deformed, her face twisted by a cruel fate. Fearing shame, Margaret hid the child in a barred room, telling the town the girl had died at birth. One winter night, during a firing, Lillian escaped and fell into the kiln. Margaret sealed the doors, letting the flames erase her secret, or so she believed. That evening, the kiln roared louder than ever. The creek churned. Ethan heard a child crying not in pain, but in accusation. Margaret screamed as blackened handprints bloomed across the kiln bricks. A small figure emerged from the fire, eyes glowing like embers. The next day, authorities found the kiln collapsed and Margaret burned beyond recognition. Beneath the creek's mud, they uncovered small bones wrapped in ash and wire. Ethan never published the article, but sometimes, in galleries far away, newly fired pottery cracks on its only king a fine red line through the glaze, still warm to the touch. And somewhere, a kiln waits, hungry for truth.